We were born into a world with many blessings, but also many flaws. Maybe the most alarming flaw is the number of young people who feel that they are forced to walk into a school and open fire on their peers.
Part of it is media and the exposure to violence and the desensitization of violence, and like, oh, I see that this has happened, whether it's Sandy Hook or various other schools, and seeing that and then having that idea.
When people think of the profile of a mass shooter, they think of a crazy-eyed psychopath who has never done anything for society. The movie theater shooter does not fit this bill. Prior to the shooting, he was an elite neuroscientist who studied at Anschutz Medical Campus.
Every time there is a new shooting, it gets harder to understand why. Why do so many people have to lose their lives because of a selfish few? Why do we live in a world where this happens, and why does it seem to be becoming a norm?
There are more shootings now since Columbine. Columbine was kind of the groundbreaker, and then the theory behind it is the victims the shooters are now trying to up the last shooting, so they're trying to be one up, get the high score essentially. That's kind of the theories and the thoughts behind it, and so yeah, that has spawned more since then.
Before we can stop mass shooting, we need to define what separates mass shootings from regular gun violence / gang violence. With over 300 shootings and 86 deaths a day on average nationwide, mass shootings are very rare. Mass shootings like the ones at Sandy Hook and the Aurora movie theater shooting happen maybe once or twice every 5 years.
I think as students you have a lot of power because you hear and see way more than we do.
People need to pay attention to others. Some of these kids feel isolated, they feel like they're lost, and they need someone just to say maybe, hey, how are you doing today? What's going on with you?
And yeah, they may, unfriend you in social media or real life, but really if you're doing that to save their life, it's not worth it's fine. It's not worth trying to keep a friendship in order to save a life, and that's potentially what you're doing.
And then people need to just pay attention. The signs are out there. Usually these can be stopped or seen before they happen if someone would just let someone know what they see.
Yeah.
I'm Deputy Ray Reedwin, Pierce County Sheriff's Department. I'm assigned to the School District as the School Resource Officer.
Right. Do you think that there's more mass shootings now than before Columbine? Do you think that it could happen at PHS?
That's the trouble. It could happen anywhere. It doesn't. There is no rhyme or reason. There's no way to predict it accurately. So all we can do is take steps to make it better.
What do you think is the main contributor to these?